just have to write. You just have to. There's. I mean, yes, you just have to write. That is, if you want to be a writer. If you want to go into another aspect of entertainment, do whatever that is. If if you want to be a director, direct. Or collaborate with someone on something. But if you want to be me, you just write. You just write. You keep writing. You keep submitting. You get better and better at it. There's no other way at it, and you keep pushing ahead, and eventually someone will read your stuff. And also, my other advice would be for someone who wants to go into this business is don't do it if there's anything else you can do. And I sincerely mean that. If there's anything else you can do, don't do it, because this is really only a job for people who kind of are stuck in it. It seems exciting, but it's also it's aggravating and wearying. And I think you're probably not very good at it. We don't get a lot of Renaissance men. We get people with who are very good at writing and then have some interesting hobbies, but we're all a bit of idiot savants. Like, this is the one thing we're good at. So we just keep at it. Because not just the aggravation of actually getting the process, not just the aggravation of the process, not just the frustration of actually getting something made, but also the fact that so many people are trying to do it. The competition is so fierce, and you really are one of a billion sperm, going at that egg that is a job, and it's too competitive, and I'm sure I know there are tons of very talented writers out there, and actors, and singers, and everything else who won't get their break. Who are having a tough time in their 20s and watching less talented people rise above them. And I think if they keep pushing at it, eventually they'll find their niche. It might not be the one they wanted, but it's a very frustrating career path. Even in success, there's frustration. It's so hard because of the collaborative part of it. And because of the money and the effort that goes into it, it's so hard to get. Here's my vision, and to actually get that made is unless you're Bill Gates and you own your own studio, it's not going to happen like you think it is. I don't know quite the answer to that. I think merit is enough if you keep pushing and pushing and pushing. You might not get the break you wanted. I think the breaks eventually come. And I think the largest break you have is perseverance. If you have that quality, eventually you will break through. But it can be very rough, especially now, and actually, especially now in the field of comedy writing. Jobs are drying up. There's less and less scripted comedy out there right now, or in scripted television in general. The business is in a bit of a crisis. If you can be a lawyer, and you can be happy being a lawyer, be a lawyer, please. Like, you'll do yourself a favor. It's cheaper to make reality shows, which are very entertaining, and I think they're coming back. Everything's on a pendulum. You can only entertain people with the standard reality format so much, and people like stories. They really do. People like sitcoms. People like Friends. So I think the pendulum is swinging back, but it's tremendously expensive to hire a staff of writers, to hire a bunch of actors and a top-rate crew and make something that looks like it should be on television for television. It's really easy to get a video camera and videotape someone eating bugs.